You think that's good enough? I ain't seen you come around some more. Come on a little bit again. Remember you had to show up there, you know. I go find a little spot there. Don't worry yourself. I go find a little spot, right? Visa. Yeah. When you're ready, we go chat. But first we had buddy. Why you put this big bed in this room, girl? Eh? Why you put this big bed here for? Cut down on the studio space, man. Woo. Now why do you my glasses? Eh?
I see a man.
Oh, God grief.
The new one?
Nah, the old one. The one that's making me look good when I'm taking all these shows. I nothing, man, I nothing. We're gonna go with it. You gotta find some words though. Now, what I have in mind ready is about the... You about to look at the camera?
No.
We ain't start nothing yet.
So what to do?
Listen to me. I really want to talk about motivational skills. You know what I mean in the word motivate? What's the motivate?
To encourage.
Encourage what? Who and who?
Whoever you're talking to. Whoever is your audience. You want to better to motivate people and to becoming independent, or you're motivating them to be more positive thinking.
Yeah.
You motivate them to have better work attitude.
Yeah. Okay.
Different ways, different people need different types of motivation, you know.
I forget what the dictionary tell me about motivate. I have my glasses.
Let me see.
You better...
Why I gotta give you a dictionary for your
for my birthday?
Christmas.
Yeah, now this dictionary has been in my family for generations, you know. That's why growing up at so. Motivate is a M, eh? Motivate. Listen, it is ready to stimulate an interest, as you're correctly saying, in a person's well-being, or their job, or their marriage attitude. Work attitude, right?
Parenting, whatever.
Don't worry, man, don't worry. We can find out all that.
V come before S?
V come before S?
Motivate.
Motivate. You gotta look on the motive.
Motive, of course. So that tells you motive.
Your motive for doing something, right?
Yes.
I see all them big stars like Denzel Washington and them having all kind of motivational talks now. So I figure that, you know, people will listen to them fellas, because they're big boys.
Them is professionals.
But little folks like we. Anyway, before we get too far into this, when I start up this video, we had to thank everybody who following us and who subscribing. We have never asked for a subscription, but we are grateful to everybody who share an interest.
Yeah.
You listening to me?
Yeah.
All right, good. So, you still looking for that word?
Stimulate interest.
To stimulate an interest.
Of person in studying, etc.
Very good.
Motivation.
Right. But look, let me tell you this. I appreciate in these days of COVID and virus. What? No, we ain't put on that yet. I appreciate it. We practicing, right? You know, people say fake we into, you know. So but we want to get it correct, right? I appreciate very much your help in during my time of illness. And now you have a little virus and you're still giving yourself to me in a big way. I really want to say thank you. You cooked me a nice pilau today. I know I bring some. This is my third plate, you know.
My gosh.
But me, I really want nobody to feel like greedy, but You want a mouthful?
No, I think I had enough for it.
You had enough. But it's really good, eh?
Well, that's a real long time kind of pilau. Yeah, you have no pigeon peas, and you make granny work for nanny. And you put carrots, and you fix it up nice, and it tastes so good.
It tastes very good.
And that's for you to say.
That's for me to say? But here this now. Motivational skills really is, it's like empathizing with people with a need. So therefore, you used to motivate people when you were in the school. You had an interest in your friends.
Yes.
Let me see if you can get the story correct. You had an interest in your friends.
Yes.
What you used to do for them to motivate them? When you're talking, you gotta talk louder, because if you don't talk loud, people are gonna miss what you want to say.
I remember when we used to have sports day on the beach, practicing for sports day. And, you know, they carry us on the beach and to do high jump and long jump and thing. And I used to be cheering on, "Go on, you got to do better than Mavis, you know. Come on, Leno, you can do it." I'm motivational.
And they used to jump high?
Yes, you get excited and, you know, launch forward and you reel, and then somebody else will say, "All right, you got to do better than that now. Come on, take your sprint. Go on."
So you would say that in your village life in Ikakas, you motivated your neighbors. How you done motivate your neighbors? If we had to talk about that.
Well, I know that you motivate neighbors.
If you're talking so when this thing start, you're going to be too low.
No, I think you're too young to motivate neighbors.
Okay, but when you left school and you went to what is it? Shorthand and typing? How you motivate that era?
I don't think I motivated that area.
Somebody motivated you though. Who?
I motivate myself.
What you tell yourself?
You got to pass this exam and get a job, girl.
And then you came into Port of Spain later on. You went to work in Naipol's travel agency. And you meet Mr. Vidal, Mr. Naipol.
Yeah.
And what you tell him, man?
You's brother to Vidya Nightfall. Vidya Nightfall is your sister.
Oh God, what I want to say, girl? Yeah?
Yeah, I'm a cousin. I still didn't know it was a man he talking about it.
Okay. So when you left there, you went to Fuller's, a bicycle shop.
Yeah.
What do you do? You repair bicycles?
I look like I could repair bicycles.
What you did?
I was the what was that boy? The clerical clerk.
Taking long what?
Taking down parts to
You gotta get the facts straight, you know.
in those days people couldn't buy new bicycles, so people repair their old bicycles.
Right.
So somebody will bring in a bicycle looking terrible that it could never come back. And they need to get tires, they need to get tube, they need to get a new saddle, and they need a bell to ring. So the technician who doing the repairs will come and tell me the different parts that he needs for this bike. And I will open up a job card.
You used to get a lot of money for doing that?
About $25 a week.
But that was the same pay I used to get?
Yeah.
And that was the standard salary?
Yeah.
But how you end up now in the oil company?
Well, I was a type of person that always, I guess being, having to be responsible for younger family, and so you grow up in a mature manner.
Mm-hmm.
And I am in a job, and if I hear anybody talking about a job, because in those days people, you got jobs based on who you know, who know you, sort of thing.
Mm.
If you have the qualifications.
Mm-hmm.
But it's usually through contact. You
Mm-hmm.
quicker get a job through contact than through going through applications, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So if I hear anybody talking about jobs, my ears is always open,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to let them know that although I'm in a job, I'm looking for another job.
You were self-motivated.
Self-motivated.
Uh-huh.
And so when I was at Fuller's, my boss, the couple I was living with, when they had a friend, Trinidadian friend studying in Canada, young man,
What's the matter?
and he came to visit them,
Mm-hmm.
and we got talking, and then he asked them if he could take me out for dinner.
Wow.
He's going out, so they said, well, you know, they're responsible for me, and you know, they're not too sure they would want to let her go. So he said, well, my brother-in-law and sister come in, they will come and get her,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll bring her back. So they agreed on that.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went out for dinner,
Drink up now. Look at
his
him.
brother-in-law is talking about working in an oil company.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And on Monday, he has whole morning he going to be doing interviews for a clerk or his assistant or something. And I said, well, although I'm in a job, I'm looking for a better job. And before I was dropped home, I was told come for an interview at 11:30.
Good. You think people will call you an opportunist?
Well, it's the only word that could really describe it.
But it works anyway. In your favor.
I wouldn't say, I prefer the word opportunist is used than to say that you're a user.
Oh, than a user, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a user, but if an opportunity presents itself, I quickly grasp the opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I could say that maybe at a young age, I was very self-motivated,
Mm-hmm. Right.
you know.
So you went and you got this interview done?
Went and, well, I told my boss I wanted to take lunch hour at 11 to 12. And I didn't tell them that I had an interview.
So you ride out from Fuller's?
So I ride out from Fuller's, borrow a bike.
And you ride out? Uh-huh.
So I ride out of Fuller's and went and had my interview. And and the next day I was called to ask if I could be report to work the following day.
Yeah. So Fuller's wasn't unhappy to let you go?
Well, when I told them, they asked well, what was the salary like to see whether they could probably give me an increase.
Yeah.
But the salary was more than double
Oh my goodness.
and more.
Yeah.
And
other perks too.
exactly. And they actually said, well, we are not even paying our most senior person that salary.
You could have buy 2 bicycles after that.
So they wished me good luck, and they were sorry to have me leave. And they wished me good luck.
Tell me something, you ended up in the audit department, is it?
No. I ended up in the audit department about maybe 10 years after.
10 years after. No, but I want to recall the incident you told me some years ago with Mr. Matthew.
Yes. So when I went to work that morning, the two men interviewed me. One was going to be my boss, and the other one is the administrative assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And the administrative assistant brought a petty cash pan,
Yeah.
and he sat next to me, and he said, "Now this is a petty cash float.
Uh-huh.
It's supposed to be $500, and this money is to purchase different stationery and different things in the day-to-day running of the company.
Right.
So anybody who needs to get money from the petty cash will bring a voucher, and they sign and receive any money, and we give them
Mm.
the amount of money that they need, that the voucher is going for." He says, and every day you have to balance your petty cash, and it must come, your expenditure plus the cash you have in hand must balance to $500.
Mm-hmm.
He said, and I want to tell you one thing. If you need 1 cent, do not touch this money. This is
Company money. Don't touch it.
He says, if you say, I need 1 cent,
Mm.
and I'm going to the bank to put back that money,
Mm.
ask me for the cent. He said, because if you use the company money and something go on with you, and then when they check the money, you're short. He said, you keep the money.
Yes. Down to a cent, eh?
Because you have to balance the cent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, you see, he motivated you also in being honest
Yes, exactly.
and sticking to the company's principle, right?
Yes. So he motivated me to do what was right.
Yeah.
And I never ever strayed from that advice.
Mm-hmm.
That's so much so when I started to work in the audit department and had to pull surprise visits to the cashiers.
Mm.
I always feel a little nervous that I hope that they will balance.
Oh gosh, you didn't want anybody to be caught
Yes.
in the wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you see, honesty motivates, girl.
And I
And you will
always
long.
appreciated
Yeah.
that advice he gave me.
Mm-hmm. You know, I want to tell a little story about empathizing with people. Sometimes you are in a position to give advice, to motivate, but you know, when the shoe gets tight on your own foot, is a problem, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I mean to say, we tell people in our videos about, you know, how to live and how to behave in marriage and whatnot. But I wouldn't like people out there to believe that nothing goes wrong at times with us, right? We do have our ups and downs. We do have our, you know, we do have things that might upset us. But the thing about it is to come out on top.
Of course.
To come out on top. I want to draw a little illustration there about a show I saw years ago. It was a British actor called David Niven, and he was a psychiatrist. And he had a radio program every evening. He gets onto this radio program, and he's advising the listeners out there to be patient with people, to understand their problems, to, you know, to live and help motivate people. So he would go home, and when he arrives home, his neighbor would come across anxiously and say, I don't know what to do about my son. I don't know what to do about my son. He plays this trumpet. He wakes up the whole neighborhood all night. And what to do? You're the psychiatrist. What to do? You say, oh, be patient with the man. Be patient with him. Be patient with him. You know, he's young and he's trying to find his footing. He's trying to find his way in life, and all this little trumpet noise that you're hearing is going to pass over. But unknown to the psychiatrist, his own daughter was falling in love with this menace of a neighbor. And when he found out, he came to the daughter and he said, I hear that you are trying to elope with this boy. She said, yes, I'm in love with him. I'm in love with him. I love him. He plays his trumpet and I love him. He said, but he makes noise. No, Father, I love him. I love him. Well, now he can't perform, eh? As a psychiatrist with a radio program, he can't perform at all. So he's going crazy now, yeah? Now he's the man trying to motivate people to be patient with others, right? And then he comes home one evening and the boy's dad runs across and said, I don't know what to do with my son. He says, beat the hell out of him. Now you see, people must understand that we are all humans and we all react differently when we get the squeeze. Sometimes the squeeze comes in marriage, but we want to motivate. There are other discussions that we can have as we go along about motivating people. I like the story you told me about when you wanted to get this ticket to Tobago. Remember that story you told me?
Yeah.
That woman motivated you into action that caused our marriage to blossom even better.
Of course.
How does that story go again?
Daddy, I think we should start it now.
Start it?
Yeah. Because look at...
Hey, wait a minute.
Because I told you that.
Do you know this thing running all the time?